My name is Mercedes Bell, and I am so glad you joined me today. Today I want to talk about something that is really deep in my heart. The Lord laid it there a long time ago, and that is His prophetic people. He has a heart for His prophetic people, especially those who are wounded. The Lord wants to restore them. The Lord wants to teach them, disciple them, and He wants to nurture them, which is a lovely, lovely thing as a wonderful Father that He is. And to that end, I have had a download about a webinar to help prophetic people and to answer some questions about some problems that there might be in exercising the prophetic, and what the reasons behind it are and what the solutions can be to the problems. And so if you would like to join me on the webinar, I'll be so pleased. So watch out for it and look out for my announcements in my website, which is mercedesbell.com. mercedesbell.com. I'll write it down for you in the comments. And that would be on the 16th of November, which is a Saturday at 12 o'clock. And that would last for 2 hours. There will be time for questions and answers, and there will be time for prayer as well. So I hope to see you there, and until then, I leave you with a clip from one of those webinars I've done in the past, so you have a taster of them, and just take care of yourself, and I hope to see you there on the 16th of November. God bless you until then. Bye. Why this course? Just quickly, I'd like to tell you that the Lord has laid in our heart the prophetic people very profoundly. And 2 years ago, when we finished our trip in Peru, which we normally do every year, we had like a little downtime together before we flew back to England. And the Lord spoke very clearly to both of us separately, to Michael and myself, that the Lord wanted His prophetic people back, and He wanted them well, because many of them had been lost because they haven't been looked after, because it's difficult sometimes and people don't know how to do it. So He put it in our heart that we should try and help and look after them in whichever measure He gave us to do it. So this is why this course started. So it's not a course to teach people how to prophesy or anything like that, because there are thousands of those in Britain, really. So it's a very blessed place. But it is for to understand understanding how the prophetic person relates to the gift, and how the gift affects the person as well, the gift of prophecy. And so I'm going to start by saying, what is a prophetic person? I'm sure all of you have got a different answer to this one, but what I have experienced and learned through the years, what a prophetic person is. I don't know whether you need to get a pen or paper. Somebody, I don't know. I can see somebody trying to find something. But anyway, also let me know if I'm going too fast or something like that. Just let me know. But anyway, for me, what I've experienced a prophetic person to be is someone who can hear, who can see, and who can sense what's in the heart of God. That's a prophetic person for me, for what I've experienced. So when this person has received that information from God, in whichever way it came, now the person has various options. It can either intercede with that information, it can convey the message to other people, whoever the Lord says to do it to, or the person can simply go and proclaim and declare whichever words the Lord has said and affect changes in whichever place the Lord has indicated, or in whichever situations, or in somebody's life. You know, so a message is not always to be conveyed to a different person. The Lord could have something else in mind. That we need to be clear on that, what the Lord is saying, because sometimes it brings a lot of problems if we speak something that the Lord has said and it's not for speaking, even though it might be true, then it could be a bit problematic. Yeah. So, and what is so special about the prophetic? I mean, why the prophetic people, you know, of all people? So, because the prophetic people need a higher, to my understanding, the prophetic people need a higher degree of wholeness, of wholesomeness within their souls. Why? Why do they need that? Because the gift that they carry, their strength is in their mouth and their speaking. And because of that, if there is not a degree of healing within that person emotionally, because of the weight of the words, it can cause a lot of damage around. So that is very, very important to understand. I remember many, many years ago, Michael and I were in a pub having a meal, and the Lord spoke so clearly to me, and he said, you are going to have to decide whether you want to speak what I tell you to speak, or whether you speak what you want to speak.